Mexican cartels have long dominated the black market marijuana trade in the U.S., but the Chinese have also emerged as significant players, including here in Oklahoma after the state legalized medical marijuana several years ago. Once celebrated for picturesque landscapes, the Oklahoma fields of green that sustained generations of farmers with income.
My mom and dad raised all of us here.
And Americans with food are now a hot real estate commodity, generating international interest.
Welcome to your own piece of paradise. 160 acres of land for sale in northeastern Oklahoma.
Foreign investors, 80% of them Chinese,
They're literally bringing in briefcases full of cash.
planting roots in the heartland to grow marijuana.
Smells like a dead skunk.
Oklahoma's land rush took off when voters green-lighted medical marijuana in 2018.
Voters approved a medical marijuana proposal on Tuesday, and it's one of the most permissive in the country.
It accelerated 2 years later due to pandemic shutdowns.
Major cities across the country are looking more like ghost towns.
While other states locked down,
After we sat around feeling sorry for ourselves a little while, we got up and dusted ourselves off.
Oklahoma opened wide for business. A medical marijuana grower license allows a business to legally grow marijuana for medicinal purposes in Oklahoma, but the number of black market operations is on the rise.
People needed work, and the criminal organizations needed to be able to move their product.
The allure of affordable land, inexpensive licenses, and lax laws combined for an irresistible recipe, turning the breadbasket of America into a pot lover's paradise.
I'm getting letters. They want to buy 54 acres of my land over in Lincoln County. They gave me a price and everything. I won't sell it to them.
While Kingfisher County farmer John Emmerich turns away offers, plenty of others are trading masses of land for fast cash, quickly approaching 2 million acres across the state.
Going after the greed, the money. That's all they're doing.
Drug laws are so lax that they can pretty much do whatever they want.
Since Oklahoma prohibits land sales to non-U.S. citizens,
It wasn't the Chinese bought it. It was some white people, USA people, who did it.
criminals are paying locals or lawyers to buy it for them.
We'll pay you X amount of dollars, you put your name on the grow license, and we're going to grow underneath you.
About half of the state's 6,400 operators are currently under investigation.
Each time we've hit one of those farms, it's really a smaller part of a much bigger investigation, because that farm is oftentimes tied to 40 to 400 other farms in Oklahoma, which are all being run by a higher up group of people that are moving the plants, moving the workers, and more importantly, making the money disappear.
A 2-year license moratorium is in effect as law enforcement struggles to weed out illicit pot growers.
When you've got several thousand grows across the state and you have a team of 6 to 10 people trying to keep up with it, there's just not enough time in the day or in the year for them to do it.
Their investigations widening to include human traffickers and violent crime. This was ruthless execution-style killings.
Correct. Who? Are there other people inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the worst cases happening on this 10-acre marijuana farm in Kingfisher County. What led to the execution of 4 Chinese nationals here?
So what we were told about was this was all over money. Approximately $300,000. Don't care who they hurt or kill or anything.
Despite problems caused by this medical marijuana boom, supporters insist the cannabis industry is breathing new life into the state.
It's very beneficial, you know, with it boosting our economy.
Still, while shops on almost every corner buzz with business,
Gummy bears, you got vape cartridges, we have pre-rolled.
Legal retailers like Brandon Carcho say the shadowy underworld is undercutting business.
They don't have to follow the regulations we have to follow, and they don't have to pay the taxes that we have to pay. It hurts us. It's definitely a risk to buy anything that's illegal. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know what's going to happen.
5 years into Oklahoma's medical marijuana program, there is growing skepticism about its legitimacy. The state has more cardholders than any other in the country.
The doctor does his appointments virtually, so you don't even have to go anywhere.
Oklahoma law outlines no qualifying conditions for obtaining a card, raising concerns about potential misuse and addiction. Has Oklahoma, in your opinion, created more drug addicts?
Oh, absolutely. And because of the purity of the marijuana, we're seeing the adverse effects in medical and mental health.
In what many believe is a change of heart, Sooner State voters voted down a plan to also make recreational use legal, even though it would have brought in millions more in tax revenue. Still, it's clear the Wild West of weed is far from being tamed, while the marijuana industry blooms bigger and bigger, and Oklahoma farmland quickly disappears. Is there any turning back for the state at this point?
It's the almighty dollar. We're starting to lose our morals and our values in the efforts of trying to get more money.
About 400,000 Oklahomans participate in the medical marijuana program. That's nearly 10% of the population and the largest number per capita in the country. In Oklahoma City, I'm Tara Mergener, CBN News.